Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Los Angeles Chargers have signed Gus Edwards to a 2-year, $6.5 million deal, and I am really interested to talk about this signing and have some immediate thoughts. Let's get into it. So, I'm really interested to see after we've seen Austin Ekeler leave the Chargers to go to the Commanders. He signs I think it was a 2-year, $8 million deal, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 13. I'm mixing up my numbers. But this is, as of right now, the replacement of Austin Ekeler. Gus Edwards had a great season with the Baltimore Ravens. He had 810 rushing yards and 13 rushing touchdowns, 17 games and 19 starts. I got to admit, I'm surprised he's making that amount of money. It's $6.5 million. And that's over 2 years after the season he had. That was actually really surprising. I even forgot he was a free agent when I saw this signing originally. But thing is, for me, is this is a pass-first offense as well. I don't know how much things will change with Jim Harbaugh being the head coach, but what I do know is you have a talented quarterback in Justin Herbert who throws the football. You saw Austin Ekeler, who's, keep in mind, is a very talented running back and is, in my opinion, more talented than Gus Edwards is, and Austin Ekeler is going into the end of his career, and that's one of the reasons why he had an off year. But we saw Austin Ekeler get the ball less than he was in seasons before because the Chargers were passing the ball more with Justin Herbert. That was one of the reasons why he was struggling. His carries were down, and even when he was getting the football, he was struggling as well. That's something else to note. But still, I don't know about this signing because Gus Edwards, I feel like maybe one of the reasons why he is potentially getting a small amount of money is because of the fact that there is maybe some fear by some of these teams that he won't be successful without the Ravens. And that's what my thought is. Look, his carries, it's really high, especially for the only starts. He started only 9 games, had 198 carries. Yes, he played in 17. But the Baltimore Ravens, run the football a lot. And that's something the Chargers don't do. They don't run the football a lot. And another thing I'm wondering is maybe do the Chargers potentially draft a running back? Outside of Gus Edwards, you have Joshua Kelly, who had 410 rushing yards. Do the Chargers trust Joshua Kelly enough? I think they trust him enough as to be the backup because that's what they've trusted him with Austin Ekeler being the starter and him being the backup. But if Gus Edwards potentially ends up as a disappointment for the Chargers, do you trust Joshua Kelly as the starter? I know this is this is an offense that Jim Harbaugh wants to succeed in, and honestly, I think there's a really good chance that you see the Chargers potentially draft a running back, and I would potentially look at, and I'm gonna call this out right now. I think there's a good chance you see this happen, and I can't be the only one that's wondering how many Michigan players will get drafted by the Chargers, but I'm really thinking Blake Corum will be on the draft board for the Los Angeles Chargers. He's talented. He has speed. He has power. He's a great running back. And I really think that my favorite landing spot for Blake Corum right now is the Los Angeles Chargers. I think that's where he's going to end up too. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the signing for the Ravens in the comment section, and peace out.